Good evening, I'm CJ Ward. Beth is working from home tonight. Well, there's been a lot of talk and debate leading up to this election about voter fraud and foreign interference, and it's certainly putting a lot of pressure on local elections officials, and they're putting them in the spotlight right now. One critical factor in all of this, the voting tabulation system they put in place to make sure that every vote is counted securely. This is where it all counts. If this machine and the system it's connected to doesn't work correctly, you can end up with this. Long lines and frustrated voters on Election Day. During the June primary in Georgia this year, voters waited for hours, some in the rain, to cast their ballot. Many simply walked away and never did vote. The problem? Complications implementing a $100 million next-generation high-tech voting system by a company called Dominion. At older polling places, the new machines blew fuses, and poll workers were not trained properly. Just one problem after another.
Equipment was delivered late. Some of it's not charged up. The check-in folks aren't really clear about what to do.
So in Georgia used to be all electronic voting with no paper trail or paper backup, which is very bad.
Joe Holland oversees Santa Barbara County's elections office. He knows all about what happened in Georgia because Santa Barbara County will use that same Dominion voting system next month during the big general election.
You know, we're not concerned at all. We understand the system. We know all the intricacies. And we have Dominion on speed dial if anything comes up. And we're completely confident.
County Clerk Recorder first.
Tommy Gong is in charge of San Luis Obispo County's elections office. He knows about the problems in Georgia because SLO County will also use Dominion's voting system in November.
We've been looking at power loads of the equipment and that the buildings that we're in will be able to support the amount of power necessary. We also have generators on hand in case there is a power outage.
Gong says his office has been working on a slow rollout of the system since 2018, and they even upgraded the system this year.
Dominion's system is vastly improved over which we had before. The system we had before was implemented in 2000, so we were dealing with the 18-year-old system with servers that aren't supported anymore, and so it was time to move on.
Both Gong and Holland say the key to avoiding problems with a complex system like Dominion's is not rushing it. Taking the time to know and implement the system, train poll workers properly, and have paper ballot backup just in case. Men also say their tabulation machines are not connected to the internet, so they can't be hacked. And they're in constant contact with the FBI and Homeland Security. And Ventura County will also use the Dominion system next month. And again, officials there tell me they are confident that everything will go smoothly. Dominion did send us a statement about what happened in Georgia. They say, quote, implementing a new statewide voting system across all of Georgia's 159 counties in a major presidential election year would have been challenging even without the COVID-19 pandemic, which has disrupted training efforts and left some counties with significant poll worker shortages, end quote. Now you can read Dominion's entire statement on our mobile app and at KEYT.com.